How's it going, everyone? Let me know how that background music is. Should I keep it or should I get rid of it? Is it overpowering or does it volume need to go up or down? How's it going, Mr. Henry G? I am going to try to load up that skeleton we've been working on. Oh, sorry, Terry. All right, let's load this up. Hey, Robert Willoughby, thanks for stopping in. Let me know if that background music's too loud or if it's okay. I'm gonna try it for a change, just so it's not always dead air. So what I'm gonna do is just use this for a rough pattern. You can see it didn't turn out all that great, but you can see that it's the basic shape. You know, the jaw and skull, nasal cavity. So what the method I'm going to try is, I don't know if you've ever seen a CT scan or an MRI scan, but when you go through them, you slice through whatever's been imaged with slices. So I'm going to try creating planes in, you know, some incremental planes along here and see if I can sketch on each plane to follow these contours but make it more shaped well. You know, so it looks more like a actual skeleton. So we'll see how it goes. Welcome back in, Mr. Henry. Give me a thumbs up if that background music's okay, or let me know if it needs to be volume lowered or anything. Can you even hear it? This will be a very long process, Robert Willoughby. It's going to be very boring. But I'm gonna try just a few and do a quick run to see what it might turn out like. So what I'm gonna do is create some. Well, first I'm going to try doing a section view. So I'm going to start like right here. And that's kind of funky, but let me see if it'll let me create a sketch on that section surface. Sketch. No, it doesn't recognize that, so I'm going to have to create a plane, a reference plane. It's not going to let me select that either, so I guess what I'll do is get rid of this section. Well, I'll create some planes using the top plane and a distance. So let me go a little higher than that. A little lower. We'll try here. So now that we have this plane, we'll create a sketch on this plane. And we'll use this because we don't want it to be perfectly round, but I think we want to go to something like this. So we're going to try to keep it roughly symmetrical. I could put dimensions on there and make it exactly symmetrical, but we are just messing around with this for now. So now I'm going to create another plane. Just keep creating planes at different intervals. If I create it from this, I won't go in the negative direction. So let me use the top plane as a reference. Go right here. So if we go in 10 millimeter increments, I'm going to go ahead and create some other planes right now. We don't want this. We want this to be the top plane. We'll go 55 millimeters. So I'm going to try this just to see to show you where I'm going with it. Show you how it's going to work, if it works. See no reason to believe that it won't work. We'll create another sketch on here. And this time, actually, let's exit out of this for a second. Let's move the section down so we can see. So now we move this, and I'm not even going to go to the exact sketch, but just close enough. And now we'll make our sketch on here. Just pre-select this, and then the sketch will automatically go to that plane. Now we'll create another Again, we could use math and make these exactly symmetrical. But strangely enough, the human body isn't all that symmetrical. So if Mother Nature just goes by close enough, we can go by close enough. Let's not have it too pointed. So you can probably see where I'm going with this. Hey Kelly, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. working on that skeleton that we started with this, and I'm using this as a guide to try a surfacing method for creating the same thing. So let's modify this again down to this other plane that's 10 millimeters down. We'll create a sketch on this plane. It looks like I already have that off center. Let me figure out what happened there. Actually, I'm just going to keep going. I just want to demonstrate this to see if it'll work. Sometimes you just got to experiment. Like I said earlier, this is kind of trying to do layers like you would see in a CT scan or an MRI, where they just slice the images in layers and look at them to find things, and hopefully not finding things. So now I am going to try to find this. Where is, oh, the solid body. I'm going to turn this solid body off for a second. Hide it. Why didn't that hide it? I'm not sure. Is it because I have that on? There we go. So now I'm going to try surfaces, and I'm just going to create a boundary surface between this, this, and this. It's not working the way I thought. That might not be what we want to do. Lofted surface. This might be more of what I want to do, but how do I change that? Oh, I'm going to close the loft. It's not closing it. So this might not be the one we want either. Oh no, that's creating a solid. We don't want that. We just want a surface. We don't want multiple surfaces. If we get rid of this one, not sure. What's this freeform stuff? We don't want that. Extruded surface from a sketch. Do one of the following. Sketch. No, we don't want that. I could create some guidelines and sweep along these curves. I don't think we want to do that though. What's this field surface do? Oh yeah. So we might have to just do a couple at a time. Only problem is this will be too flat. Let's just do this and see what happens. Okay, that didn't fill the top. What happened to that sketch? That was weird. Look, how'd that happen? Okay, let's just work with this one for now. I think it was filled surface. I think there's a way I could stretch this. I'll have to look that up. A lot of things I have to look up. If we do this, see it's showing this. Oh, it's not yellow. Um, Not sure why it's not filling in that cap. But you can you can sew it up and fill it in later. So let's turn that solid back on. Let's go back here. Why are my sketches not showing now? Oh, I think that's down here. So I'm going to keep all my sketches shown. Here's the surface. I'm pretty sure once I get one done, I think the software will create the program for 3D printing it, or I can send the model to a program that'll do it. And I don't have a 3D, well, I don't have a 3D printer that's set up. But once you send it to the program, then you can tweak the program and make sure you do the sequencing properly, I believe, but by editing the G code or having the software edit it. And I need to set up my 3D printer. It's an old one, it's not that great compared to the newer technology. They've gotten a lot better just in the past, 5 years, 10 years. And the one I bought was already an old model when I bought it, just because it was only a couple $100 with accessories. But it'll be fun to play around with and print some of this stuff out. That's my goal once I figure this out. But I think there was a way, like when you create this surface, Well, let's just create a filled surface here. I wonder if I create a point on one more plane, if it'll fill it in. But I thought I saw people pulling is where you can just pull a line to get this to, I don't know. Let's just create that. It didn't create it, did it? Filled surface. It's going away. There's still one there, but I'm not seeing it. What's up with that? Oh, it's because of my section. I just had it sectioned off, dummy. So let's do this. Let's create a filled surface here. There, we got that filled surface. Now let's create another one between here and here. And let's go back to that plane. Let's turn this off. And now you can see that surface that I'm creating. Now I'll have to figure out how to make that a little more curved. Of course, I can cut it. I could just leave that out in there. Have it hollow so you can, put your weed inside it. Let's see here. Is everything going okay? Yeah, I don't see any problems. Please hit the like button if you would. I would appreciate it. Even if you don't like it, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Be most appreciated. Okay, so I might have to have this a little bit above there to be able to see it. Go back here and sketch on this surface. Pick this plane, sketch. Exit that sketch. Create one more lofted surface. Or filled surface, I should say. Boom. Now we turn this section off. Let's hide this. Yeah, I need to. There's got to be a way to pick several at one time so that you keep the contour going. So I'm gonna have to look a little more into that. But even this looks better than that one we have. There might be ways to just clean this up. I know we can knit these surfaces to make them one. If there's a way, let's merge it. Knitting tolerance. I don't know. Yeah, that's not working. Well, let's just keep plugging away at it. Oh, turn that solid back on. Show it. So let's create some more planes. Reference geometry plane. This time we'll go, what was the last one? 55. Let's go 45 from the top plane. 45. I don't think the eyes are down to about here. Let's actually go 35. And then I think we need to start doing eye sockets. Now I should be able to do this section and just pick this plane, and it goes right on the plane. So now let's create another sketch on here. And we will go almost to the edge. Now I think we need to do some shapes. Probably want to go in a little further on that other one. Get the temples in there. Somewhat anyway. I can just pull this in, pull this out. Once I get rid of that constraint, we don't want that constrained anywhere. This is off center, so I'm just trying to make up for that. This might be a little too much. Yeah, it's not that weird shape quite yet. This will be a lot better when I figure out how to do the little bit more. Try to delete that coincidence. There we go. So now let's make this a little more. A little less weird shaped. Just a little weirdness. Let's see what that looks like. When we do another surface, filled surface between this plane yeah, that's looking a little better. We'll ignore the cone head shape. So now let's hide this. Where we at? Where we at? And why did it go? Oh, I went up. I skipped a sketch. I think that one's not. I think that sketch was hidden. So let's go back into edit this fill. Edit this sketch. No, let's edit. Let's just edit the fill. To go to this sketch. And why is it not showing the preview? Let's just get rid of this and start over. How about that? between here and here. What's going on here? Hide all edges. Optimize. What am I missing here? I got the. Not sure what's going on here. Where are we at? If we select that filled surface from there to here, it's not doing anything. What are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong, people? Well, besides me trying to do this at all. Hey, Greg, how's it going? Take care, man. I hope you get things straightened out. How's it going, Kane, Miranda? Kane M Knives. Everyone go subscribe to Kane M Knives. Not sure what I'm doing wrong here. I don't know, because that's not round. Go back to these and just see what happens. I don't want that to be a path, so we've been here before. Oh, oh, look at that. If I can move these. Oh, this might be the one I wanted to do in the first place. Oh, look at that. Look at that, people. We accidentally found a better one. Look at that chrome dome. Let's get rid of these other surfaces. See what we're left with. I think this is the left one. Oh yeah, now you see what I was going for. This is much better, is it not? Other than this. I think if I change this to a smaller circle or just a dot, that might be the way to go. Oh, I like this. I like this. Let's show the body. You're going to watch Spaceballs. Is there a new Spaceballs, or you're watching the original one? Or someone, he's already gone probably, so someone let me know. Is there a new Spaceballs? I don't know if I would like a new Spaceballs because there's no way they can make it as good as the old one. While we're here, let's try moving this solid. I don't know if it's going to let us. It's just, is there a move? Suppress, roll back. No. So we might have to start over. So I'm not sure why this shifted, but I think now that I know how it needs to happen, we can do it all at once. Let's go a little further. Let's go down here. No, that won't work right. So we got to carve out the eye sockets. I think they'll be here. This will be the nasal cavity. Yeah, we'll need to do tighter. This is all rounded, so we can spread these out a little bit. But once we get into the eye sockets, we'll have to do tighter ones so we can follow that contour. Or we can probably create one main outside surface and then go in and carve out with surfaces, but carve out the features. Maybe let's try that. Let's just get rid of this. Trying to think what this would look like. What we at? 40 minutes in. I like to keep it at an hour or less. Might make it a short one. Doesn't look like a whole bunch of people are watching, which I don't blame them. This is kind of boring. I wonder if there's a material we can apply. I wonder if there's a bone material. Material, edit material. Let's go. I wonder what would be close to bone. I doubt if they're going to have any biological materials in here. Porcelain? Corrugated paper, glass. This ABS looks kind of neat. And these are just the build appearances. Yeah, these all are looking the same. Mainly we just don't want it shiny. So let's go back to the ceramic porcelain. That's a little too shiny though. I think the corrugated paper is a little too dark. You change the color, but I'd like to find one that's already close enough. Fiberglass looks neat. Let's go with that. This has a textured look. This isn't an actual texture, it's just a textured appearance. I think that's better than real shiny. Anyone that didn't catch my super chat over on Justin's, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away a Chavez Chubb flipper, a Praxis and a mini Praxis, and some Pro lights. Maybe I got another one of those SOG knife rights uh, knives I can give away also. I'll probably do like 3 packets. I might break it up even more. I don't know. Depends when we get there. I'll have at least 3 giveaways though. I think I'm going to give the Praxis and mini Praxis together as one, so someone can get the pair of both of them. They're they were sold to me as pre-owned. I don't think they were though. I think they were just damaged boxes that they sold as pre-owned, so they didn't get in trouble for selling under map prices. But I could be wrong. But they're clean. Even if they were pre-owned, they don't look used or sharpened. Just a little bit squishy boxes. The Chavez Chubb flipper is brand new. I bought it to give away. Oh, that changed the material of the whole model. So let's see if we can change. I don't know if the interference of this. Yeah, you gotta change them all at one time. Let's just do a couple more quick planes. Off of the top plane. Right about there. Let's section this to there. And now I'm going to try to draw this sketch. It can be a little weird since it's offset like that. This one I will go to the, I don't think I need that there. I'll get rid of that one. This one I want to delete. Don't want the temples quite that deep. Okay, get rid of this constraint. This coincidence constraint. There we go. Move this to just outside. That constraint. Probably a way to turn off the automatic constraints. But I'm too lazy to look it up. This is not what I want. So get rid of this constraint. And this constraint. Let me think. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. Turn this back off. Surface, field surface. From here, here. We'll go ahead and create that. No, that's not what we want. We wanted that other one, didn't we? What were we doing? Now I forget. Hey, Terry and Matisfaction, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. We are doing some modeling using surfacing that I'm not familiar with. If you remember that, the weird looking skeleton, I'm just trying to create some planes like an MRI layers, and then using surfacing to connect sketches that I create on those layers. Try to get a more realistic shape. So far, it's looking a little better. Not perfect, but we're getting there. I just keep forgetting the actual functions that I've used. So I started off doing this, and that was the wrong. So was it lofted between here and here? Yeah, I think it was. Now, I don't know how. Oh, that's the problem. Move this point over to here in the center. So realistically, I wonder if I could add points on here. If I could add a green dot on there, then I could pull it in. But I don't know how to do that. So we'll go here. It's not quite what I want. We probably have to do a sketch in between here. And come out to the nasal cavity. I disavow any of this weirdness. Kane M Knives just assembled a new belt grinder. Huh. And you got that on YouTube video for us, right, Kane? Right? You know that's the kind of stuff people would watch, whether you succeed or fail, especially if you fail. Just assembling it could be instructive, positive or negative instruction. Of course, do what I say, not what I do. Even after you have it set up, you could do a little video to give us an overview of it. I'm probably going to be ending this soon. I think I'm on the right path. Let me know what you think. You see how this is weird using that 3 projection method, but it gives us something to work with for creating these layered sketches and servicing. I just need to tweak. I need to learn what I need to do to tweak it to make it a little more realistic. And actually, I could probably want to do. I could probably get rid of all these, do them all in one, and it'll be a little better, I believe. I could be wrong though. I've been wrong before, once. So now let's try this. Lofted surface between this, 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 and this. It's pretty much the same. You can probably put points on here to go to the actual point, constrain to those points. It's kind of neat. This is fun though. I need to straighten out that model. That'll help this. I can be a little more accurate. As you can see, it's a little off center between the top sketch and the bottom one. But you can definitely see where I'm going with it. And the more The more layers we do, the more accurate we can make it. Cut some eye sockets in there using better layers. I'm going to go back and change that material because I don't like this. Or can I just change the appearance? Organic, wood, water, miscellaneous. We'll give it a skin appearance. Just for the fun of it. That doesn't look like skin at all, but hey. At least it's not shiny. What do you think, people? I'm on the right track, am I not? If any of you have an MRI or CT scan laying around that you could throw on a thumb drive and mail to me, I can model up your skull. So, let me know. I think I'm going to wrap this up, though. We're on an hour. There's probably other people streaming. I don't know if Titanium Justin's still streaming or not. Thanks, everyone, for stopping in. Please hit the thumbs up if you're watching live or if you watch later. Or probably won't make it this far in if you do watch later, but hey, you never know. Some people are, a sucker for punishment. But I think we're on the right path. Let me see if I can change the translucence of this. Change transparency. I don't know if it'll change it for the whole thing or not, though. Where's it? I don't see. That's another thing I'll have to look up. How to change the transparency of just some models. There we go. Turn it into a wireframe. You definitely see where I'm going, right? I actually need to make it closer to this. So if we go here and modify this sketch, they'll all be inside the surface. Edit this sketch. Make this one a little bigger. Touch, touch. Yeah, I need to get down in here and put a sketch in here. Yeah, I guess I need to look at this side profile when I'm doing the sketches. We can make it real accurate. So anyway, everyone, thanks for coming in. I hope this wasn't too boring for you. I think I learned a lot about this surfacing right now, and I'll just keep learning more and more about it. hopefully I'll find a job doing wire harnesses again pretty soon so I can keep at it, so I can afford to keep at it. Thanks for stopping in, everyone. Uh, go subscribe to everyone. Go to our friends' channels. Find videos on their channel that have less than 100 views and give them some views. Even if you don't watch it, turn a video on that has less than 100 views and let it play. Because uh, the YouTube hours don't count until a video has 100 views. So no matter how long you watch, if they have less than 100 views, the time isn't counting towards their channel. So help people out. Thanks for everyone for stopping in. I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll catch you all in other people's live streams later on. Talk to you later. Bye.